Crocs have recently come under attack, and as super fans and defenders of the Crocs, we've come up with a plan to change these Croc haters to Croc lovers.
Considered one of man's greatest inventions, last year Crocs sold an average of 4 pairs every second. A shoe originally designed for boating, numerous YouTubers have proven their versatility is much more than just a water shoe. Crocs may have hundreds of colors, styles, and collaborations, but despite their overall popularity and versatility, there have been over 1,100 one-star reviews on the Crocs website. Our solution? We have discovered one unique version, never before produced, which could eliminate these one-star complaints.
Crocs made out of cardboard.
We're going to design, build, and then test them to rate their potential to eliminate complaints from these disappointed Crocs consumers.
We can put that to rest, right? Are you ready? Yeah! All right, come on, we gotta go build them. Few of the reviews have mentioned stability as a concern, so we got a mini balance beam Crocs only 3 inches wide. We're going to first make an attempt to go across into regular Crocs and then into Crocs. Yeah! You got pretty good balance?
Yeah.
What about you?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, you worried you're going to fall?
No.
He might fall.
But Lucky Charms proved to be true to their name, and we experienced no balance concerns with our Crocs. The next test for stability is a simple drop test. How stable are these on a fall? From 5 feet,
10 feet,
or even
20 feet.
Our litmus test was how often they would land upright on their soles. We set out to test both versions to see which would be more stable. Regular Crocs are a little more springy and were more unpredictable. But these cardboard Crocs were insane. They proved to be the shoe version of the cat. No matter the height, distance, rolls, flips, or tumbles, they almost always landed on their feet. I think by now we've addressed many concerns over stability, but we have one final test that will erase any doubts from Ben, Sammy, and Chicky Chow Man.
I got the lucky pin.
Now we're going to have the ultimate test of stability and see which kid can flip a Croc onto the back of the goal. One's going to use cardboard, one's going to use a regular Croc. First to land it wins. Now we've done it before with bottles, but never with other objects. Hopefully it looks something like this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
And with that, stability gets upgraded to 5 stars. The question of durability can be answered from the abuse sustained in our previous throws, drops, and falls. But this review from Linden, Kentucky got our attention, as you never know when your Crocs might be drop kicked or crushed in the delivery process. So we decided to take a 6-pound medicine ball and drop them on both. The regular Crocs fared very well, but our cardboard version took some damage. However, we were easily able to repair them in just a few minutes.
So here's the same shoe after a couple minutes of repair. We got some cardboard reinforcement, some glue, and we're good as new.
Speaking of smashing things, drop a like and smash that subscribe button to help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers.
So we know one of the benefits of Crocs is that they're easy to clean up. You can step through mud, dirt, clay, whatever it may be, and then just hose them off. What about our cardboard Crocs? Especially if you hadn't be walking through the yard with some animals and perhaps not paying attention to where you're stepping. So how easy is this to clean up?
Oh, it's speed.
We're gonna try it out.
It's real poop.
Full jet stream effect here. Here we go. Look out. Don't want to get on you. So actually, not too bad. The cardboard is of course wet, but it cleaned up fairly well. Perhaps not as well as regular Crocs, but not a total loss either. You wouldn't have to throw these away. So, not bad.
What impact do the elements and specifically the sun and heat have on Crocs?
Have you ever had a Croc shrink?
No.
Just your foot get bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have personally never experienced this impact, but found numerous reviews that indicated that Crocs had shrunk due to heat or sun, including as little as 2 hours. So what about cardboard? Research online suggests routine heat should not affect our version, but of course we had to put this to the test.
Okay, it's been 2 hours and I don't believe we have any shrinkage. Granted, it has been a little bit overcast today, so we'll try this on a sunnier day. Alright, as you can see, we have a warm, sunny day. Do they shrink or do they not shrink?
Another review mentioned a pair shrinking from the heat inside a vehicle, so we doubled down afterwards and gave an additional 2 hours in a hot vehicle. And as these post-sunbathing photos show, the Crocs sustained no adverse reactions to the sun or heat.
So the Crocs held up really well with the sun, but what about some extreme heat?
We fired up the burn cage for this experiment, but first, how hot is fire? The answer should be around 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so how would each hold up to this extreme heat? To test this out, we placed both versions on top of the burn cage. It's not a shock that the cardboard version was quickly overwhelmed by the hot temps and caught fire. Meanwhile, the regular Crocs proved to be much more heat resistant. Or were they? It wasn't as obvious until daylight, but they did shrink in size. But let's be honest, that is to be expected. Overall, the cardboard version proved to be durable and easy to repair, held up well to normal heat conditions, and as a bonus, could even assist you in a survival situation to fuel for a fire. We're giving them 4 stars for durability.
Alright, so some of the reviews that we found online talked about how slippery the Crocs were. Now, me, firsthand, I can attest to that. Yes, that hurt. And yes, they are a little bit slippery at times. Sunny from Alaska says the traction isn't what it used to be. I walked into my bathroom and noticed it felt a little slippery on the hard floor. Another one from Grandma in San Antonio says, I've seen both my daughter and granddaughter slip and fall while wearing these.
Mercy!
So, question is, what about these bad boys?
Although it rained earlier that day and was still drizzling outside, these guys agreed to risk the wet, slippery stairs in order to test the traction on the cardboard Croc. They went up and down the stairs multiple times, but other than absorbing some moisture, the water had no impact on the traction of the Crocs. What about texture concrete?
Leazard in Florida said, comfortable shoes, but they are incredibly slippery on a wet surface, even on a surface like texture concrete.
The kids spent about 15 minutes playing on the wet concrete court. While they don't quite give off Jordan vibes on the court, they held up well and passed with flying colors. So we're upgrading this area to 4 stars. One of the advantages of Crocs over regular shoes is their lightweight, but we found a few reviews that complain Crocs have become more bulky and heavy. How does our version compare? We brought out the scales for comparison. As you can see, the cardboard Crocs come in a little under half the weight of regular Crocs. You'll notice their lightweight in this clip as it almost behaves like a cardboard airplane. So Julie and Suzanne, we got you covered. These little guys right here are called nubs. Research online indicates they are designed to promote circulation and help with traction inside the sole. But for a few people, they are very uncomfortable.
No spiky.
The cardboard Crocs provide a nub-free insole that allows the consumer the option of a smooth step and extended wear time. To test out the overall comfort, the kids decided to go on a hike, which covered different terrain and footing with grass, leaves, and pine straw, and various elevation changes. They made it back home successfully with no complaints of pain or discomfort. In addition, the straps have multiple strengths. First, they behave like regular Crocs and transition between casual mode and sports mode, but there is some added versatility with our version.
You need to take your strap off. Voila, snap, snap. Several reviewers mentioned that their straps broke, including this one reviewer who said she couldn't get a replacement. guess what, Nancy? Give us a call. We'll hook you up.
Oh, and last but not least, you can still use your gibbets on these Crocs.
Alright guys, the white or black Jordan, straight up Lucky Charms, BC Puffs, Captain Crunch, Chicky Crisp. Leave us a comment, let us know which was your favorite Croc out of the ones we created. We appreciate you watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave us a like and subscribe. Also, watch another videos right here.